Hey there, friends. Kevin here from the Chord Progression Podcast, the podcast inspiring young rock and metal fans to discover new music and find a place they can connect and feel accepted. We recently had the ladies from Voice of Baceprot on the podcast, and at the end of the episode, I got to ask them, looking beyond 2023, what was their ultimate goal? What do they fully want to achieve? And this is what they said. But before you do that, before you go and take a look at what these ladies said, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button so you like the video, subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on a full podcast episode. Link description of the podcast for the Voice of Baceprot episode. Like the video so this one gets pushed in that algorithm more and all that other good stuff. Support the podcast. Thank you very much. Now let's get to it. What is your ultimate goal for Voice of Baceprot in the future? What is your ultimate goal individually and as a band? What do you want to accomplish when everything is completed?
Maybe we want to have another album,
Yes.
and then another tour, world tour, maybe
World tour
World
and Indonesian tour.
Indonesian tour, world tour with another band, maybe with System of a Down or
Rage Against the
Rage
Machine.
Against-
No, because
no,
it's bubar.
they will be Rioni.
Reuni of Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah. Maybe tour with Ginger or something, and then yeah, the most important thing is we want to still hold together, like
Yes. More.
more
Lebih kuat.
more strong
Yes.
chemistry. Yeah, so yeah, the important thing is we still together, three of us.
Okay, so let's dive deep into that. I think at first the ladies were being incredibly modest when they said they just want, another album and then another tour, an Indonesian one, a world tour. Of course, they're trajecting towards that goal, so I absolutely love to hear it. Then they were listing some of the bands that they wanted to potentially go out and tour with. And let's run through the three specific that they brought up. First off, System of a Down. Is it possible? Well, System's going to have to play a lot more. But when it comes to the sound, of course, System sounds a little bit more manic compared to Voice of Baceprot. However, the thing that really connects me with Voice of Baceprot and System of a Down, and I think this can go for all three, earlier in the episode when we were talking about The Enemy of the Earth Is You, the ladies were talking about different things with climate change, really acting against climate change and doing whatever they could to help support the fight against it by joining the group Music Declares Emergency. So when it comes to their values, when it comes to their morals, and when it comes to the concepts and the positions and the things that they're passionate about, the things that they're fighting against or fighting for, it lines up a lot more with the same kind of passion System of a Down has. Similar to Rage Against the Machine, where the style and the sound is different, but the passion and the message is still there on a congruent aspect, so people can definitely get behind it. Ginger is a great example of a band that could really work well with Voice of Baceprot in terms of being a headliner for Voice of Baceprot to support. I am fully into that as well. But the thing of this whole entire thing that I absolutely love what they said was, the ultimate goal in the end is to become closer as a group and to still stick together. Now, of course, when it comes to all the bands we know in rock metal, how many times have bands changed members? How many times have members dropped out? Life does happen. It's not going to just happen over. It's not going to be something different. It's always going to be changing ever again. And when it is changing, the thing that we end up seeing is that a lot of times, sometimes people still stick the same. These girls want to continue on. They want to do this forever. They want to make sure that they are doing this as best friends and just form that family bond that really shows exactly what rock and metal is. And that's why I think they're special. That's why I think that, there's something special about them when it comes to them wearing the hijabs, when it comes to the fact they're going to be going on their first U.S. tour, beginning of, it's announced the beginning of June, so it's coming up, like, now. And then when it comes to the episode, or the part of the episode we had where City was talking about how she actually practices the drums without actually owning a drum kit by using drum pads and a pillow, it just shows that these girls have something completely special. And when I hear this ultimate end goal where they have goals in mind to continue to go further, but their main idea and their main prerogative is to stick together, I mean, that is inspiring as ever. And I believe that in the end of it, Voice of Baceprot could be on that list of female rock and metal musicians and bands that are really going to be pushing it forward. Think about WWE in the last like 10 years with the women's revolution, where the women's division is seen as pretty much on par with the men's division right now. In the world today, especially in rock and metal, we are seeing some of these groups of women really start to really gain prominence in that scene and really start to drive a lot more forward and gain a lot more of that traction, a lot more of that premise, to the point where, you know, we're going to see bands that are going up on stage fronted by women, all women, and it's going to be something that's not going to be, you know, that's not going to be an uncommon thing. It's not necessarily an uncommon thing right now, but compared to the demographics and the percentage between bands that are male fronted and female fronted, or all male and all female, there's definitely a difference there. I'm not going to say disparity there, but like a difference there. But when it comes to bands like The Warning, when it comes to bands like Hailstorm, Evanescence still holding the mantle down right there, baby metal, and I'm going to throw Voice of Baceprot in there as well. There are bands where there is something absolutely special about them, and it's about who they are as people. It's about the character that they have and their willingness to do whatever it takes work-wise to make it, you know, make their dreams come true. That's what Voice of Baceprot has, and they absolutely showed it with that message at the end, where they just want to make sure that they're still connected. So I want to thank you guys for watching this one. Make sure you check out the full episode of Voice of Baceprot. Link description of the episode here below. Make sure also hit like on this video to push the algorithm, because that'd be nice. Or if you liked it as well, hit that subscribe button as well to support the podcast, and make sure that you are not missing out on any other podcast episodes that are coming in the future, because we're going to bring you the best that rock and metal has, whether it's the best that's on top, the best that's there, the best that's upcoming, or the best that's going to be. So thank you for joining this episode. Thank you for joining this little video. My name is Kevin. Thank you for watching the Chord Progression Podcast. On that note, I'm out.